What up, y'all? What book are we doing? Lattes and Legends?
Legends and Lattes.
That one.
I actually like that book title.
So I just finished it about 10 minutes ago.
Even though it's like a super short book.
Yeah, but I just forgot about the book club.
So hello, T and Christy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was very confused about the end. I missed something, and then I don't understand.
All right. So Christy said it's been a few months since.
But I liked it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't.
It was a cute slice of life.
Yeah, it wasn't
post-adventuring, basically D&D. If you were just to like set up in a town.
Except for you guys that read it, Cal. They called him a hob, like a hobgoblin.
I don't remember
what the hell was
a
hob? Like, what were they talking about? I'm cold.
I don't remember.
Are you cold?
No.
I'm freezing.
I have a space heater. I mean a back heater.
I have a space heater, but she's not warming up this side of my body.
But Just was a part of a Zoom with the author. He said he's working on a prequel book. That might be cool. Because then you could see her adventuring, maybe getting the stone or something, which the stone ended up being like bogus and not really mattering anyway.
But did it not matter though? Why was the lady after it? The madrigal.
Because it was like a legend, like that had
No, but
developed.
why was she after it at the end? Wasn't she after it at the prologue?
I mean the epilogue?
I thought epilogue was before. Is that
Pro
before?
was before.
Oh, okay. I had it backwards. Yeah, the epilogue.
I don't remember the epilogue much.
So guys, tell me what happens because I got confused. So there was a fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that when the stone was stolen?
Yes. So the fire, I believe...
And there was no conflict there. There was no like battle, right?
I believe the fire was set, correct me if I'm wrong, by one of her old companions.
Yeah, the jerk guy.
So, and he took
elf,
the stone
right?
at that point.
I
don't remember.
I think.
Christy said, I really enjoyed it. It was just a cozy book, not what you typically get with these kinds of characters. Yeah, I can't really say there's anything I disliked about it besides the fact that I felt like it was a bit lacking in plot-ish. So, like, I would give it a solid 4 out of 5. What do you think? It's not a 5.
I wouldn't
nothing happened where I was like, oh my god, it's amazing.
I wouldn't say a solid 4, but I would say a loose 4. But no, like I said, it was good, but it didn't have...
Damn, T's thing, like, evolved again. T said, yeah, by the old companion. Yeah, so... What else were you confused about?
Mostly that part, because, like, all of a sudden, it ended. And I was just like, wait, where was the conflict?
Well, the end was, like, you know, the cute part where, like, everyone comes together and helps her rebuild...
But
without
that's not
the
the climax
of the stone,
anymore. That's like
so the stone really didn't matter with her like establishing this group of friends and
But
companions.
I mean, it did because she probably would have never done it without the stone.
Maybe.
So it's debatable.
But I think she
doesn't
care anymore about it because it doesn't matter at this point. T said, I think I gave it a 3.75 to a 4. I mean, basically that's a loose 4, right?
That's a loose 4, yeah.
I would on Goodreads I would rate it a 4. And I don't know if I
sure you can't
it.
Loose it. You can't loose a 4, so or type 4, you know.
I've been very bad at updating Goodreads. Yep, I never even said I finished it.
Yeah, but I think the stone still did it. Still had to do it.
The stone. I was confused by the explanation of what the stone actually does. It wasn't like a luck stone. It was more like it brought like-minded people together type of a thing. Something like that. Someone correct me, but it didn't do what people thought it did, but it did do something, which I think did have an advantage, but I don't think she needs it anymore. She said she might have succeeded because she thinks the stone did it, but in the end it was her.
But no, man, the stone did something, for sure. It definitely did something. There's no way it did nothing. She was too lucky.
Lucky. I love you, dog.
But there wasn't, like, a lot to it. Like you said, it was just, like, a cute story. And that was really it.
But it was cozy. Like, I agree with Chrissy. I would call it a cozy book. Like, it was kind of just something to, like, listen to and feel good about and just relax. and sometimes you need those types of books. I don't know. Like I just read right before this book, I read like a really tough to read book, like kind of an effed up book. So like to go into this afterward was kind of nice.
I need to turn the heat up in here. I'm freezing.
Yo, what is wrong with you?
The left side of my body is very cold.
Christy gave it a 5. It's hard to say because like I don't think for me like I don't think it's 5, but like I can't pinpoint anything that was wrong with it.
I also wasn't cold before you got here and stole all the heat.
Excuse me. Did I say you could lick me? Okay, you can lick me. But like yeah, I can't think of what I would fault it for, but like I didn't get that 5-star feeling where I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
I just like more epic stuff, you know? Like I like progression, and those parts were fun. Where like the shop was leveling up, you know? They were unlocking
Starbucks,
new stuff.
basically.
Starbucks got like a fan. They installed a fan because it was too hot. The auto circulator.
I thought the rat guy was cute.
Yeah, yeah.
What was his name? Thimble or something?
Something like that. But yeah, no, all the characters were good. There isn't. It's one of those books. It's like decent, so there isn't really a lot to say that's like bad. There's nothing bad. I don't think there was anything bad with the book. I think it was a good book. I think for the right people, it'll be a 5, like with Christy, and for like others, I think it's still good, like us.
I think for people that read a lot of fantasy or like D&D style fantasy, or what do you call them? Lit RPGs. Like it's very low end.
So one
stuff like that. So it's like it's almost like I expect a little more out of stories.
So one gripe that I had was like the days. I don't like when people name their days different things.
Who cares?
It's just annoying. It doesn't mean anything to me. Like I get confused. It's
almost like it was translated but not fully translated.
It's an added complication for no reason, just to try to come up with days. You know what I mean? Like that's why when we play D&D, we just follow regular months. A year is a year. Days are days. Summer's in the summer in our location.
I feel like I said though, like it's almost like if you were to translate something from Japanese to English, you would change the days of the week to English during that translation. So it doesn't make sense to have the book written in English and have only certain things not
But
translated.
also, like, the months were in English. They mentioned November and stuff, but then the days weren't. So that made it super weird, even more weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, you got to commit. And again,
I'm being like...
This is a nitpick. It's not a big deal. It's just something that I notice in a lot of books, especially fantasy books.
Like even Shadow of the Fox, where they use a lot of Japanese terms. Do you hate that?
That's not made up. I'm talking about when in fantasy, when they make up months and days and stuff like that. Like it just annoys me because it's just now I need to learn a whole calendar of this new world just so that I can understand what's going on. D&D has a month that has like one day in it.
What?
D&D has a month that has
weird.
one day in it.
All right. I think it was a needed cozy read for me, which ups my rating always. Thimble. Did I say his name?
Yeah,
right?
you did.
I feel like after the Wandering Inn, it was a bit lacking.
Yeah, Wandering Inn was nice.
I read so many dark fantasies, so it was a nice break. Yeah, I mean, it was just a nice cozy book. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed listening to it. I didn't ever think like, when is this book gonna end? Like I'm bored, but
I was just waiting for it to something to happen. I was just like, when's something gonna happen? The whole
her place
time.
Burned down.
That was boring. I was just like, who even burned it down?
Her friend.
Are you
her
sure?
Ex-companion, yeah.
So he attacked her first.
Pretty sure.
Didn't get it, and then came back later and burned the place down.
I guess.
And found this.
I don't remember him attacking her.
Well, he like invaded the house, right? And then the dog woke her up. Oh yeah, and then there was something weird with the dog at the very end, because the guy was like, the dog.
I thought it was a big cat.
Oh yeah, the cat. Whatever. Sure. Yeah, the cat. That's what it was. It was a big cat. I just called it a dog.
I have this bad like thing where
I
don't remember
the
very end of books. Like I can't remember. I feel like so much happens leading up.
So the guy was like walking through the alley, and then he gets stopped by some person, and I believe we're supposed to think that it's from that person was sent by the Madrigal.
Okay.
But then like the cat attacks at the end as well, so the cat was in on it.
It was like a cat.
Was part of the thing. Yeah, we know it was a cat. was like part of the worked for the Madrigal or something.
Oh, I missed that.
It's a very like last like words in the thing. Okay, Meek, we're doing something.
But she's so cute.
I know, but you don't want her to lick you in the face, right?
Nah.
Then why are you trying to get her to lick you in the face?
Ew.
So I guess no one else really has any thoughts on the book. Just it was good or bad, or mostly good. Everybody thinks it was good.
You made it too hot in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass out.
Okay. So that's it? Are we done?
I don't really have anything else to say unless someone else does.
No, we're done. That's it. There's only 2 people here.
Yeah.
So
I'm just sad because I know like 5 people read it.
then why did nobody show up?
Hmm?
That's why we're gonna stop doing these streams because nobody shows up.
Hi, Kerbo.
Kerbo shows up and he didn't even read the book.
T said when books are good or okay, we don't have much to say. It's easier to bash a book.
But you remember that the reason we chose this book was because everybody said that they read it and they wanted to talk about it, right? That was like the whole thing.
I just saw the tweet. Tweet? You mean the Discord that I wrote? I had no idea it was today, to be honest. That's the problem. Is like no one. I mean, unfortunately, no one prioritizes this.
Why did we do it
besides T
today? Oh, because next weekend is Christmas.
And it's just disheartening.
Word, bird.
So that's it.
Yep. All right, guys.
All right.
Well, see you guys Friday, probably. We're doing a stream on Friday?
Yeah.
We don't have anything else, right? Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.